Play inside the smoke as well, just so that nobody can cross past. Mid control, link taken, Aspas side by side, but as flanks on flanks occurring as that falls, Turret doesn't see. It's a gap in it. Bustio was watching though. It's almost intentional. Instantly there with the trade. There's less. It would have gained that ground for them. Ethan still up to the top high ground angle. That should be available for them. Should be given to them. Never to push this one back. Now with this competition, the new changes on Pearl. It is weaker to try and play this. Ethan.
What a play.
What is that? TP's close to the corner, but Kawazine collects that. Shuts it down before it really gets out of hand. Now he is the thorn in their sides. Towards the back of Halls. It needs to be cleared out here, but it really just might come down. Again to the gunfire. Spam into the smokes as well. A tap onto it. Not really being forced to use their utility. Kawazine, they still need to deal with him finally. It is so. Team at one stare, but brought to his knees. A pistol round for Loud.
And already showing a bit of comfort. Dealing with what Ethan threw at them. Unusual play from the Yoru. Don't see Ethan going for things quite that aggressive all the time. But also the timing looking very tight on the B split. This was something that Loud was struggling with actually earlier on in the year, or earlier on even in this tournament. When we saw them running these B splits, the timing was really off between the players down B main and the people going through Link. Here we see aggression from EG on their eco round.
Yeah, just a stack.
Loud are nowhere near. One of the things that Loud really benefit from when they run the Harbor Viper is that Aspas is forced to go at the pace of the Cascade. There is no messing around. You must take space when that is used. And I think that helps keep everyone on the same page. Les controls the aggression for one.
Yeah, being pushed. How does he claim two in the middle of that under all of that?
That's incredible. Going 2 for 1 there and not even donating them a rifle. Doing all of that with the Sheriff. Giving the info to the rest of the people over on the A side that they've got a free plant and can go and take whatever post-plant positions they like.
Yeah, not planning for backside.
Yeah, I'm not hugely in favor of the plant position, but I don't think it'll end up mattering too much.
It's a big map, lots to traverse here if you're IEG just trying to get a move on, but realistically, again, trying to do that damage to the economy. Go down to the spike, denied a chance of Ultorps, because already you're seeing that standard whirl into motion. Kawazine, he's 3 away.
Certainly. And with Sadak going for the plant, you can see them starting to churn up the lockdown as well.
This is a cheeky play. Smoke's there, got to remove all of that. Wait,
he would have time.
He would have time. You got to try and put a stop to this.
He does have time.
Jorkamo! He does. It's broken. Okay. And they achieved their goal. I mean, listen. They got the weapons out of their hands, but my God, was that close.
That is a lot of damage that Loud have taken. And it's an early scare. Nice work in this round from Les and the rest of Loud to put themselves in a good position, but oh, that got a bit too close. Tui's required to get onto that. And Loud would have been feeling comfortable, except for the scare just then. And now they're going to buy up, so this isn't a bonus round that they're coming into. Look at the money for Sadak, Tui's, Aspas. They've all bought rifles.
Straight up buy round. Ethan, tucked close to the corner here. He can actually use a TP to escape. I don't believe he's playing. Oh, no, he does have it towards the corner.
Wow. Great awareness.
Really good heads up. I mean, Ethan plays there a lot.
Yep.
If they've been reading the VODs, they're going to know that he's going to be isolated there, banking on the TP to get him out of things. Close.
Also, an awareness on Bustio. Oh. Shut down both of the major threats from EG.
What a risky move to make. And the fights are just being handed to him. Aspas. Happy to grant them the death wish.
As each of the players on EG tries to make the play that's required to get them back into the round. And Loud are just eating up all of that aggression. The attack sides have been good from both of these teams. I mean, we just watched a blowout on Lotus. But we didn't even really get to see Loud's attack.
No.
They just lost so heavily on the other side.
No chances for it, but a very good beginning for a Loud team that has been knocked down to the floor here.
And especially with them playing a composition that, once more, we haven't seen this in over 3 months for Loud on Pearl.
And they did write the book on it.
Yeah.
To such a degree as well that they ended up starting to ban it. Everyone else was playing it. They didn't want to play it anymore.
Yeah, the innovation ended up being a bit of an issue for them. And this is a great start. Hunting down EG, trying to take rifles out of the hands. Demon 1 responds. Cowanzine sent back in. Les looks like he wants to swing towards the end of Demon 1. Demon 1 is denied.
Okay.
So what a start this is for Loud. A team that is down 0-2, trying to pull off the reverse sweep. We've only seen 2 reverse sweep BO5s in the main VCT circuit. Both came this year. It's always a challenge to dig yourself out of a hole like this, but the maps are actually not that bad for Loud. Pearl, Split, Bind.
You can maybe see it.
If EG take their foot off the gas, it is definitely possible.
Everyone plays towards mid here with the defensive positionings. A main control. It's given up. Tap under the orb. They're trying to bait a trap play. Anything that EG might have had, you know, flash around the corner trying to fight over this one, but...
And often Ethan is going to be around that position.
Yeah.
You know, he has his own aggressive plays that he can go for, holding off angles with the teleport or flashing himself through smokes. But he's often going to be throwing supportive utility too, kind of like he would when playing KO on this map.
Jorgamo has the rifle. Should have taken these fights against him now. They really saw less here. The Seekers will point them in the right direction here. Do they have utility to clear out Jorgamo close to the corner? He does respect it. You can immediately see him backing away like the dart. Calm. Good placement on it. It's really bogging them down and slowing them from being able to get into this, but maybe the rifles will be enough. Smokes in their face. Backside control towards Hall. Still going to be holding on to it. A couple of these players. We need a big opening now. Great flash. That was off of Ethan. A double swing and a double face here, down to the low ground. Another flash as well to try and set Boostio up, but it won't be caught unaware, not twice in a row here. High ground still being held, but as they look to reposition, they're all just getting cleaned up. All the kills funneling Demon 1. Bit of a test for him. Damage was done. But time, it is running short now. No chance of winning this round, definitely. Making them think twice about taking those fights against him, though.
And Demon 1 still looking confident, but Loud go up 4-0. That was an eco round from EG, and you still saw some nice ideas on the way that Ethan's looking to try and flash them in on the retake. But Loud, one of the benefits of them winning these rounds and being on the attack side, being able to get these spike plants, is that they're building up to large ultimates. They just used the Seekers. Cowanzine already kind of halfway back to getting that online.
The Reckoning.
But it's the Reckoning that's the big tool, yeah.
Yeah. Pay attention to 2 years now. He's going to be using that. Most likely to clear out this side. As long as they're given a main control for free, which there's no big play here from EG. Just Demon 1 holding it. Praying to get to connection with the bullets. Got to back away though. And again, so disciplined by Loud. They are very aware that EG's comp lends itself to trap plays. As soon as they hear the orb tap, there could be a flash around the corner, there could be a play from EG to punish. They tap it out, they wait it out.
Jorgamo's gone for this one-way in art. And it looked like Cowanzine was trying to flash Aspas in to take contact. Here's that flash.
Doesn't connect.
And it doesn't connect with anything. That allows Jorgamo to continue to hold this. Reckoning goes through more pressure onto Jorgamo.
Yeah, and this is a nice one, actually. Clears out most of the side, trying to squeeze it. Jorgamo! Push it through into Bane!
What is he up to?
Barely enough bullets as well. But he adjusts the aim anyway towards the back here. Com trying to bring down the Cove. And he's on the damage he might do. No, it's just counter spam in action in theory. Demon 1 over the top! What is that? Aspas normally so clean with the movement, but they're just answering back with bullets of their own. Through the wall now, Ethan hoping maybe he can spot ahead. The spam damage, he's connecting with the wall bangs, but forced to reload now. Just 30 left with the reload back. He's really running out of bullets to make the most of this one here. Still needs to be locked down with his crossfire. Center side hack, hitting the aim. Cowanzine bailing them out.
Loud go at 5-0. Feeling it, getting into the rhythm, believing in themselves. And Cowanzine, what a rebound. He's had 2 really limp-looking maps. And to me, the biggest difference between when Loud are playing at an excellent level and when they're playing at a mediocre level, when they went out in Tokyo or where they've been struggling at other times, is getting Cowanzine online. He's so aggressive in the way that he likes to play the solo initiator in these comps. If he's hidden, Loud looks so much better as a unit. He had a rough beginning. Maps 1 and 2 barely on the scoreboard. And now up towards the top, 6 and 2, playing Sky, back home field. And EG haven't really been able to get too much out of this Yoru. Ethan's been holding that same kind of one-and-done spot over towards B long.
Yeah.
With the gate crash to try and rotate to A, but that also is just offering Loud A control. And in the one time where Loud did go towards B, they killed Ethan before he was able to get anything done anyway. So I'd like to see Ethan going into the re-clear mode. Allow Loud to fight over A main, and then actually try and contest them with more flashes and get back up in their faces. Not playing aggressively right as the barriers drop, but if Loud are in that space, fighting them.
I'll see those adjustments until the next round after this one, because the money is not looking too hot here. Demon 1 does have to Blade Storm though. Always danger with this guy when he set up. I mean, he's currently leading 7-5. More kills, I think, than the rest of his team combined, but
they're going to recon and flash and try and fight over A main there, EG, at the start of the round. And then they just post Calm up. Ethan takes his gate crash to go towards the other side of the map, so they have a very strong B site. And Calm, by the look of it, just spotted somebody. There's a lot of Loud players over towards A.
Just get him out of there.
And Ethan's already evacuated. Dash already used for Demon 1. A is looking very weak.
Certainly is. Nice tag as well to just push back Aspas from taking that space, but the rest of his team is now starting to collect it. Look at it, hunting for Jorgamo. Narrowly escaping with his life. Back to way though, it will be that full retake being played online here, unless this fight comes to fruition for them. The flash wasn't quite good enough. Boostio dodged it, but falls anyway. Didn't have the weapon on the way here. Here it is. Lockdown is putting the heat and pushing it all the way up here. It's up to EG. Emphasis being placed on them trying to make this happen, but
Ethan caught.
Yeah, Ethan, I mean, being caught, and time is really starting to tick. The reposition of Aspas is lovely. Don't really expect it, because look at that, Ethan just trying to make something work with the TP deep. Gate crash, a reward in sight. So 6-0, Loud. It's more than dominance at this point.
Mimi was saying on the desk, wouldn't it be poetic if EG were able to close this out and head to back-to-back grand finals by beating Loud on the map where they got 13-0'd earlier on this year? Instead, it looks like it could be poetic for exactly the opposite reasons. Loud are barreling towards another 13-0.
Yeah.
The form that they're currently playing, I mean, there's 3 players on EG with 2 kills between them.
And is this the adjustment that EG have made? Is this what they call the timeout for? They've got so much of their players grouped up over towards A here, leaving nothing over towards B. Boostio.
It's the same thing again. They go for a flash recon re-clear of A, post somebody up, and their idea is for Ethan to gate crash over here to reinforce the B site. But they're going to be forced to play a retake anyway.
Yeah, and they've given up link control. You can already see it's Aspas and Les playing together side by side in tandem, taking that space up. Bit of a tap this time. There
Good
is
spam.
Good spam, yeah. Breaks down the cove, makes it way more dangerous for them. But while everybody's reloading, they're just able to get the spike down anyway. Happy to take the fights.
Ethan could ping here with his ultimate for Comms Hunter's Fury to get incredible value.
Got to think about saving this though. You're a player down, you're trying to make this one. Look at the pit, yeah. Still going to be working their way in. Ethan. Now, time to ping out these players, collecting it together. Flash, Hunter's Fury, all collected, and the fight gets taken into the back of sight, clearing them all the way out. It is carnage and chaos, but nobody's taking it. It goes down with a Cosmic Divide in their face, up top to the box, Demon 1, and it's unbelievable.
That is a retake of epic proportions. Such phenomenal value found between Ethan and Com's ultimates. Ethan's in there like a human drone.
Oh yeah.
Just running around, spamming the pings. And then throwing out flashes, fake, clones, all sorts of stuff. Just to tangle Loud up, tie their brain in knots, and make sure that Com gets good value out of his ult. That's so decisive from EG to get themselves back on the board, but it's still an uphill battle. They're still only at 1 and 6.
Good one to find though, with all the right answers. Interesting wall. And to isolate, I believe with a flash, just in case Ethan is tucked into that corner. If the flash pings, then you know he's sitting there. It doesn't, so they know that space is clear, but now making a move. It's a flash re-clearance. No good connection. Still 1 for 1, maybe a bit more good from Boostio. Star defender.
He wants more.
And then Sadak, yeah, he's looking in the wrong direction.
Seems a little greedy from Boostio there, but he's feeling it. He had the read, and he got the 3K. In the meantime, Demon One has taken the operator for a walk deep, deep through. With Sadak falling, he knows there's no alarm bot, no turret.
He's just missed them.
He has. He's missed the timing.
Flash. The doors, their backs towards it.
He's missed it again.
He's missed it entirely, but Boostio still locking it down. That is definitely one way to get an ace.
What a round from Boostio. He posted a tweet after their game against PaperX calling himself a disappointment and a fraud. He had under 160 ACS, -24, and he said, I will not do that again. You're not catching me bottom fragging another series for my team as we head deep into champs. And Boostio's come out here, I mean, with so much confidence. The way that he's taking those fights, especially the one into Sadak.
Oh. So precise. He's feeling it.
It's not necessary, but it is a fantastic way for EG to start getting themselves back into this map.
Get the confidence up. Like you said earlier, you know, Boostio said that when he's playing well, his calling gets a little bit better. So good reads on it, very confidence-based, this team. When it comes to the vibes as well, mentality coming into this. Obviously still in the lead when it comes to the overall maps. You know, they're leading by 2 in this best of 5. This is the only one that they're being a bit hung up on. Louder just trying to stay alive.
Tactical timeout. Loud discussing what have the issues been here. And that's about the first time that EG have really fought heavily over B-Link. The rest of the time, Loud have been able to take that fairly easily. But it doesn't seem to be a major strategic adjustment. Just big moments. The retake into Boostio's ace.
Hello, this could be problematic for Loud. Heavy group up. 3 players now, making their moves and their marks over towards it. Ethan tucked to the corner, the flash. There's a connection, they want nothing to do with it. Just backing away. I thought there was danger in it because of Demon One with the operator, but
now they read it so well.
Yeah.
They also use a lot of good utility there too. The cascade, the flash specifically catches onto Ethan's positioning. And his gate crash was not to rotate to A. So Ethan is not ready yet to try and help Boostio.
Enough time might be purchased though anyway with the amount of time that has been shaved off the clock.
EG are already...
Yeah, EG are here. The hit's already coming through. There's a lockdown ready for them. This is a response that is necessary now. Reckoning, clearing through. That is mental stuff. Tagging up onto the players here, but still, you got to respect this lockdown. Sadak, got to get a move on, son. Just avoiding it. No detainment in sight here, but you cannot end up hitting that side from EG.
There's a re-exploration in mid. Jorgamo and Les barely passing each other.
No way. But it's watchful
too.
Oh, no, it's not.
The timings are just ridiculous over here in mid. Jorgamo could have potentially had 2.
There's 30 seconds left. If you're going to be going over towards B, you have to get a move on. You've got to start running.
They don't know that Jorgamo's here. But Sadak not venturing in this direction.
Jorgamo could just win this entire round for his team here. He's alone.
He'd have to slip past Les.
Yeah, but I mean, Les isn't really watching for this either. He should be now, though. High Tide is already past it now.
Jorgamo.
Eyes on Jorgamo, revealed. No way, not a chance. It's dropped, but no. He gets off the plant.
He's got enough time.
He does, just about. Okay, extension for it. Missing it by milliseconds potentially there, but here it is. Now a lockdown in play on the other side of things. That's well earned. Les out in the open. Over the top of his wall, can just see Demon One's head taken out a gap into the back of the side. Les, good presence of mind, knowing to jump spot that, knowing it could have been an option that was wide open, and it's just an impossibility. 7-2.
What a pivot, what a call. Jorgamo could have made the play there. Recon dart thrown out by Com, lighting up Tui's. And there's 7 seconds left. It was disaster written all across that round, and yet Loud still finding their way through all of the difficulties. Baiting out the lockdown super early, and then pivoting over to B. Loud still in the driving seat here.
Money to buy for EG though. Critical round for them to try and win. Dart. It's not taken care of. It's one of the first times they've ended up really pulling that one out. Look at the spam damage that was done a bit earlier. That was just presumably Boostio with the rifle. Firing into the orb. Now a clearance into mid. Demon 1 loves his off angles. Sees the util. Dash now active for him. Ethan also falling quite low. Flash repeat together. They're kind of body blocking each other. It's a bit awkward. And now starting to make the moves here. It's a great rumble and move all the way through into this connector. But they can try and get past the smokes and the util. Everybody collected into the back of Horse. How did Loud get through this one? With great difficulty. Cove though, drop down at their feet. Still need to deal with Boostio. He's tucked to the side. Nice flash eventually there. But still, there's so many pieces that they haven't recognized. And this Jorgama weaving in and out. Less returning the fire. 50 seconds. A chance to really put a break and pause into the play. But the spike is really in the middle of nowhere for Loud.
Sadak should be able to recover this one. You can see Ethan poking around, getting information. There's only 35 seconds. The wall is going to be helpful. Sadak could pick this up and try and pivot elsewhere. The spam, he must avoid it.
And a fight one. Yeah, with less falling there. Aspas close to the corner. So many targets to deal with. Running all around here. Noise faking with the Qs. There's only 20 seconds left. They still haven't dealt. But dealt with Ethan finally. He's removed towards the back of Hall. Demon 1 down. And it's crumbling here. Com. It's been so good in the clutch, but can he really do it? Again, shock darts are here to damage. Potentially done. There's one removed and enough for Sadak. Low enough. Com. Oh my, this guy is just unreal.
Not the first time that the forum's been screaming out for Com. He's looked magnificent in these last few matches. What? The presence of mind to know that Aspas has been chunked down, finish him off with a shock dart, and flick over to Sadak. Com has been magnificent in the clutch, and still only 3 rounds for EG. Loud are constantly putting the pressure on, finding these ways of being able to stabilize and punish EG. More A-main pressure.
Yeah. Watching for all the positions just in case there was the updraft following up through, but it's up to Boostio again, anchoring. All of his util just collected at his feet, so nobody can really push him here at Halls. If the aim for Loud now is to reclear into A-main, they might be sorely mistaken. Ethan, he's got the flash. Demon 1's contact, that's what's going to be causing it to rebound and a re-swing. Demon 1 spots it, here's the flash. Re-peek attempt with the updraft play! Plucked out of the sky. Jet player won't be getting away with anything. Aspas though, on the other hand, really just handing it to them. Quick decision making.
Les also got a lurk down through Art, picked off Jorgama. There's no defense here. Boostio and Com are going to desperately try and get into position. Les already going for another lurk in a different avenue. He's found the timing, slipped through, Com retreats, and it's too easy.
Far too easy. The rounds that EG are winning, they're on a nice edge. They require almost everything. Every ult in the book, or a clutch play, a performance from a big player, but it's all Loud in control this half. When it really mattered for them, it's a map that they had to win. Set themselves up to do so now.
And outside of this match, Ethan's Yoru has looked amazing here. They've had so many cool ideas. They've caught teams off guard. Loud instead come in prepped, bring back the Harbor Viper. Ethan bottom of the scoreboard, 3-11. Even the supportive stuff isn't working. Loud have found an answer here. No one else has really been able to acquire.
Flash reclear potential. Ethan, he's holding the flash, you can see it. Out of the smoke, they want to go for it. Right onto the side, there was a recall star of their own actually, just try and block them off. Again, smokes in their face, just trying to play anti-flash close to the corner. It's desperation.
It's so good from Loud. The same kind of ideas, always ready to catch the aggression. They put a little bit of pressure in an area and wait for the response.
Just aware of it.
One enemy remaining.
Jorgama and Com tried to make something happen, but this is a 9-3 half in favor of Loud. bringing back the Harbor Viper and looking immaculate on it, as per usual.
Still showing that it's got legs here. All the bit, I mean, off the back of massive performances across the board, really, from Loud. That's what the dominance has been. It's electric. One-sided maps on either side, but Aspas a player to look at as well for our aim lab shoot around. A little bit earlier, he was warming up. Of course, not doing it in the middle of the map.
Aspas has not even, in my opinion, been the player that has popped off in this head-to-head.
Yeah.
It's been more to do with how the entire team has played around the tempo of EG. And that was one of the things that really caught them on maps 1 and maps 2. Frod was talking about the first map, they were playing a bit too quick. They weren't ready for how slow EG were going to be. Then map 2, EG increased the pace, increased the tempo, and suddenly Loud are completely caught off guard. EG go up 2-0 in the series. And now what we're seeing is Loud poking and prodding in areas around the map. EG respond decisively, trying to re-clear, making plays, and Loud just holding, ready for it. Many people playing anti-flash, all ready to catch the aggression, never caught in transition. Been immaculate.
Yeah, they are super aware. This map, they know, looking around every single corner, there's always the potential for the re-clearance, and they have contingencies at the back of their mind when they're playing like that. It's set them up now 9-3 in this map. A must-win for Loud. I've been saying this. Needs to be the case.
With all of the conversation as well recently about Fnatic starting a legacy, a dynasty, an era, whatever you want to call it, I think people have forgotten that Loud are also fighting for their own. These are the defending champions coming back to try and win another trophy. Loud as a team have been in 8 tournaments, this the 9th. They've made it to 6 out of 8 of the grand finals. For Loud, if they survive the group stage, they always make the grand finals. Here, they're 1 map away from being eliminated right before that goal. The winners of Americas showing that they have more to give.
Stepping up entirely. Unsettling.
Very unsettling.
Got to show more emotion than that. Come on, this game is only just getting started, it seems like. All eyes on the pistol round. EG. Still a sliver of hope at the back of their minds to maybe close this one out in a 3-0 fashion, but it begins here with this round.
And if they don't close things out 3-0, we go to split, we go to bind, areas where Loud have recently looked phenomenal. And then it'll end up getting scrappy, chaotic, and those advantages bought on Ascent and Lotus won't mean much then. It's a quiet beginning for EG as they scope things out towards the B side of the map.
I think Ethan was putting a bit of presence in with the util. He's TP'd now to rejoin the rest of his team, and they are just contacting up behind this. No noise made other than a star propped up, smoke, so they can get into position. I've been forced to use this util to clear out any parts of this. Now you see it. Dart rebounding. Waiting for the gate crash into the back of it alongside the flashes, all combined to clear out Hordes, but it's given up the space. Util out. No kill collected. Boostio. Unfortunate time with that one, not quite able to get it, and got a util now being pushed into his face. Comes down to these fights are about to be taken. The util being expended, lighting up these players. Flanks on flanks occurring. Jorgamo from behind. Damage certainly done. Demon 1, snappy, precision, and EG find themselves a massive advantage. A pistol round win.
Exactly what EG need, but they need so much more as well. Beautiful idea on the pistol, though. Clearly got some concept of Loud wanting to play without too much info from their Killjoy. Over on B, they just walk that up super deep. And specifically, Ethan's gate crashing towards the right side of halls. Usually, Ethan's going to be gate crashing left side of halls constantly. Seems like a small difference, but...
Slight adjustment, but necessary if, you know, like Loud have been playing. They're definitely aware, they've seen the tapes.
Yeah. You want to be mixing things up like that, just so that Loud are not able to anti-strat you in a game of this magnitude. Frod's talked a lot about the level of prep work that he does heading into events like this, and the whole team does. Watching the tape. Not just their opponents, but their own, trying to improve.
Oh, wait a second. Loud No noise made, no util thrown out. EG trying to fake like they were taking that B control. They smoked it themselves. They droned as well, not seeing anything. They are scared of the stack, yet they are walking into it. Tucked to the corner now. It all stands on this one. At a moment's notice, it could fall to pieces. Shock dart, lay it down just in case this Nana swarms close to the corner. Sadak, he was trying to get cheeky with it. Dashing forwards, TP's gate crash all abound and used towards the back of the site. They need something to clear this. Okay, that will do it. Through the window. The aim is sharp indeed. No real danger. Less lame warm up in the moment in the round here, but it's all EG.
Don't worry, don't think it, eh?
It definitely looked like there was some potential for that to go wrong. You see that one with the X-ray and Kawanzin just got destroyed. Demon One hitting some nasty shots. A reminder that Demon One had his worst map since joining Evil Geniuses playing against Paper Rex and has just come straight back out and top frag in almost all of these maps.
It's going to be a fight. Too much house behind this one with Ethan as he's trying to take this one solo, fakes it. Maybe just didn't like what he saw in terms of util, didn't want to commit to it.
It's a heavy investment with the high tide over here. You've got a decent idea that they're fighting over A main. Boostio's going to try and catch timing, tuck himself in at this box as Loud go and re-clear.
I really like this idea. I don't think it gets cleared, especially with Demon One getting that one. 2 years. Real chance for a punish, but okay. The rifles, bangable into the box.
Boostio knew that it wasn't going to be anticipated and decided to try and make something happen there. Ethan's only got a ghost, so he can't really challenge towards less. But they can recognize now, they've seen enough of the Loud players over towards Art and A, that they know B's got to be a little weak.
It's going to be heard. Sadak has his util laid down. Start. Meant to try and clear out the top section of B, but it's just delaying them now with the Nana Swarm at their feet. They're worried. But the flanks are just buying time for Loud now to start to regroup. Together here, Ethan. Ult online.
Who's next?
That might make the difference here, but with 30 seconds remaining, he's just trying to ping out these players. Everyone's off site. Be catching any targets. Sees Aspas. Flash and backs away.
Spike planted.
What's the answer now from Loud? High tide back online. 2 years. Wraps this one all the way across now. One having to expend one of his smokes here. This is just with the Guardian still. It's rifles running it through here. The crossfire setter's got to be playing off each other. Ethan almost doing enough damage. 20 health to Aspas.
On the flank.
Right from behind. They do not anticipate it. They do not expect it. It is played once more all the way to perfection. Com just does not lose clutches.
Another Red Bull clutch from Com. He made the massive wraparound play. He was over in B-Link setting up that recon dart lineup, never ended up using a recon. Wasn't there to try and help his team at all on their entry into B. Had full faith that they were going to get in, get the spike plant, and he can be that final line of defense to win the round. He went all the way back through B-Link, through water, into spawn. The big wraparound play. And the rest of his team bought enough time. Another ridiculous clutch from Com. Got to be the best clutcher of the playoffs, certainly at this point.
Those numbers have got to be insane. Just feels like every time he's placed in 1v1, 1v2, doesn't matter. Always there. And now, you know, for what was such a safe beginning to the second half of Pearl for Loud, it's hot water almost. 6 rounds. Game for EG, many in a row. Set themselves up. Gate crash into the back. Ethan does commit to it. There's a dog in his face, though. Definitely going to be a bit dicey. Kawazin is cleaned up, just playing close to the pillar, but they have not dealt with Sadak. Nana Swarm. Gotta respect that one. Demon One. Instantly out of there. I'm drafting the dash. But enough noise has been made, really. There's no hiding this intent at this point. EG, you know they're trying to take this one. Rattling off shots, picking them apart, picking the timings. 2 years, and Aspas all together. Enough of a reset, but damage surely done here. Demon 1, he's left to it. It's a 1v1! Aspas!
Pulls out the Blade Storm for the MasterCard Thrifty. What a response from Loud.
Let's win and get out of here.
You were saying it was getting dangerous. It looked like they'd found themselves in hot water. And they get out. A series of shots hit by Tui's here. A lot of damage inflicted. And just so many players stacked around on the site. Almost too many small percentage plays, but by everyone from Loud. To be able to combine together and get that one down. It's giving Loud a little buffer.
Yeah, bit of a buffer. That's what gets them the first defensive round win. This map so far for them. Premium being put now, take control.
Here.
Towards R for EG, updraft, almost there, less. Luckily not spammable, not with the Blade Storms here. There's your util, yeah, I mean vulnerable there. Pointing him exactly, directly, less. Still revealed here, this is ridiculous. Tucked to the corner, right behind it. Doesn't know if they're pushing up onto the angle though. It's a little bit awkward when this fades. Might be in a significant amount of danger, but maybe with the wall up in his face, he might be able to isolate one of the fights. No, he's got two players waiting for him, still gets one.
Nice flick to make the non and done into a one and done. Kawanzin and Tui's are still here to try and hold the back line.
With that kill, it does give up our control. Jorgamo walking it through.
He's so happy to try and make the play.
Yeah, it's an interesting smoke, isn't it? Brought down in the end, though. Kawazin reposition a tap. That's counter spam. They were waiting for that one.
Still a 2v3. Still chances here. Com's got his Hunter's Fury. Is he going to be able to escape? Yeah, just takes a small amount of chip damage. Com is never not flanking.
Wait a second, yeah.
Com is always flanking.
The danger here, I believe, is Jorgamo doesn't have util to delay, doesn't have a pull on line. Com from behind. It all relies on him. If Jorgamo can get a pick, it makes it a little bit easier for them. Still a 2 versus 3. Turrets there, blocking off the angle. They don't expect it. They don't expect it. Finally, he strikes.
He has ult.
From behind, does have the ult backing away, now playing his life. And Aspas, it's an impossibility. Forcing out the ult. Jorgamo is set up to win that fight. How did EG just pull that one back from the brink?
They're so quick at coming up with post-plant ideas. Other teams would wonder for a while, should I commit to the flank? Should I try and make the play? Com's instant, decisive.
30 seconds.
And confident in it because he's done it so many times before.
One enemy.
He can visualize the entire process because it's just so familiar to him. He's been doing it over and over in the playoffs of champions. And yeah, it's Jorgamo that cleans it up, but Com makes the play that makes that a reality again. Loud won the Thrifty to be able to get themselves up to 10. They might need something similar. Talk about a 9-3 curse.
Yeah, tested. At this point, Loud probably tired of comebacks against them. EG not pushed away. A-main's theirs. Drone, not really being broken. 2 years. Does it tag him? Yes, it does. Spammable into the corner. He's just got to try and evade all of it, but no, it's too much. 3 rifles. Weighing down on him. And the signs of that, EG content to slow this one down.
This slower pace is what brought them so much success over on the first map. Getting a feel for where Loud would be set up. Les looks like the only danger, really, in how the defense is currently positioned. If he could catch Jorgamo on some kind of aggressive lurk play. Otherwise, it's just going to be another slow siege from EG.
Ozine in the position where he can spam that angle. Sadak dealing with Ethan with the plant, pushed away for now with the snake bite. Vulnerable up.
Jorgamo coming around the back of Les.
Yeah, this timing has been missed. Oh, has it? Les. Hold up, wait a second, he can hear the footsteps, he's repositioned all the way back, but still EG.
And now Aspas.
Yeah, they have control of this, surely they do. Aspas, upgrade gained. It's never over. And when he's got the rifle in his hands. Turret's there though, flipping the map. Planning for default, EG with backside control here.
Just great setups.
Yeah.
Fantastic crossfire.
And it's off comms contact, I think. Either that or Demon 1. Demon 1 off angle, dealt with, destroyed, Ethan. Okay! There was a chance there for less.
Yeah, almost a moment.
Almost a miracle.
Almost a moment. But EG survive. They've won 5 out of 6 rounds in this half so far. Both of these teams have been excellent at their attack sides. It's just been a running theme throughout this match. Loud have got to stop this momentum that EG now have. Rifles, Operator, back in hand for Loud. They were up 9-3 at the half. And they need this win to avoid elimination, to avoid going home and missing out on their chance to be back-to-back champions winners.
Yeah, that dream will be dead. This map is the turning point. They've got to seal it out. They have the advantage already. Ethan, not being used, worked his way into the forward position, close. Sadak wants to meet him. This is a risky peek. Does Sadak really overstay it? Does he overplay it? Wants to clear it onto the corner. Yep, just spots it. Immediately out of there, though. There is that uncertainty. You just don't really know where Ethan is, but now, of course, revealed.
EG have such deep control over mid right now. They've put a turret down to watch water.
Yeah, it's, I mean, middle is theirs. Not getting any through this. I mean, Loud aware of it, watching it through spawn, but what it does do is make it really uncomfortable for Aspas. Playing together him and Sadak. Here's the hit about to come through. The gate crash at his feet. Dart reveals it. What is that? Adjustment and flick was necessary with even being brought down, but again, putting the squeeze onto Sadak. Sadak repositions into the orb. It's a weave in and out play. Demon 1 has to respond, and he does. 2 kills there, spots the player up the top, but now walking, cutting the noise, flash in his face though, still got the dash. Here's the reckoning. Lay it down, stuns, abound. Got to win these fights out for it, but it's all down to Demon 1. There's too much to overcome, surely. Snakebite at the feet. The stuns are avoided and dodged. Yes, the plant is down, but every avenue watched, every angle, every chance is going to be shut down, all the way sticking through, and yet nothing to break the cove. A wonderful effort, but it's Loud who find himself up to 11.
What an incredible performance coming out from Aspas and Sadak there, anchoring towards B. The flick from Aspas might define whether or not they win the round. You know, if Aspas doesn't hit this,
there's just no shot.
Surely Ethan is going to be able to clean up Sadak.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so this is how moments cascade into each other. If Aspas doesn't hit the ridiculous flick, maybe Sadak isn't also able to get 2 kills on sight. Suddenly EG are right back into things. But a big moment from their jet start. And Loud get their way up to 11. This map looked like it was going to just be easy, plain sailing after the first half.
Yeah.
And instead, it's been a grueling slog.
Just another blowout. Similar to what we saw with EG winning out on Lotus, and it has just got, yeah, just chewed up, slowed down to a crawl. Obviously still chances for EG here. I mean, they're taking time out now to discuss this one. They've still been in control when it comes to these attack sides.
Massively important round in front of us. Guardian for Kawanzin. Bulldog, light armor for Sadak. But they have large ultimates with which to play. And Aspas is setting up with Kawanzin to try and take early contact up towards B. We could see a clash here of Demon 1 and Aspas.
It's looking likely. Fast play. This is Aspas. He's going to be using the Trailblazer now to make sure it clears it. 2 shots fired to break it, so gives the confirmation to Aspas that there's more than just one player waiting. That does temper him, his excitement to try and take the fight. He's going to be backing away now to Pillar. Ethan, same diligence. He was just taking A main control, seeking to fake it, but Loud seem to be aware of this. Aspas. Oh, this is such an awkward position. Is this because they've been contacting? Potentially, but noise is being made now all the way up through into the smoke. There's about to be a timing to be taken, and he flashes the peek through this one. Over the top! That is disgusting! But he meets his match. In the end, Ethan's there with a consistency to trade. Here's the lockdown now being placed with that space earned. Got to respect this.
There's going to be a lockdown in return. Sadak with one of his own. The question is how EG are going to be able to get the plant off and stop the retake from happening. I thought for a moment there, Sadak was going to get himself in pain.
He was close to the box there. It was a spammable angle. He's brought down. There is no spike.
No plan.
He planted. It's throwing everyone for a bit of a loop here. There are plays to be made. Boostio is going to be caught on the open.
Jorgamo's going to get caught by the alarm bot here. So he can't go for a flank either.
It's absolute chaos.
I mean, look at Boostio's
Into
position.
the corner. There's no way he survives here, but he's looked into his position and nobody's going to clear him. Goes here. What is going on? He's in the spawn, man. He's in the spawn. There's no time left. The 12 seconds is cleared out with a flash play. Loud in control of this one. The spike's still in their hands. 2 years. Adjustment with the aim. Snaps to the side. Loud on the precipice.
Grinding these rounds out one by one.
Yeah, no amount of scrims are going to help you deal with that situation.
No, I mean, look at the situation there that happens, though. The denial onto the plant. They get into that spot, and ideally, Jorgamo's pull is supposed to be a little earlier, so that they're not able to get that spam angle. So just a small misstep in EG's timing on when they execute these things. And Lauda offered an opening there. Now EG have to make it work with horrible weaponry.
Get out of my way.
Everything invested into it. Viper's Pit down. Hunter's Fury over the top here. Tries to set it up with Demon One with the knives, but no connection, no kill, no refresher with the blades.
There's so much damage onto Sadak. He's going to get the heal, though, meeting up with Kawanzin. And Les has not been pressured inside here.
The fact that they didn't posture less out of that spot. The Viper's Pit. It's critical. Just removes A entirely. Now there's still a chance of lurk plays. You can see Boostio's position tucked into Art. To the side now, Flash as well. Everybody grouping up onto the corner. Aspas is here, revealed. Does he get out of danger though? Interesting scenario. Smokes to try and help him out. Is everything being cleaned up? Loud. This could be it. The final blow to seal the map. Aspas will not be budged, will not be removed, still holds his ground. Here's a TP, and here to contain Aspas! On the move, making the moves, desperation all the way. Loud are not done yet.
What a response from this super team from Brazil. Looking fantastic out here on Pearl. There were some moments where EG looked like they were going to be able to get back into this, but in the end, it's a 13-8. It's clean, and it's Loud.
Definitely got a series on our hands here, man. A clean overall map leading deeper and deeper into this best of 5. You don't want to miss it. See you just after this.